Pussy good, pussy good. Look, got a little cat. The wife got it. Nothing to do with me. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Innokin Disruptor 75 TC. It's the brand new version of the Innokin Disruptor. The Innokin Disruptor, the original, was a 50 watt straight wattage mod. No thrills. Its one new thing was it has this removable battery situation. This is called an Innokin cell, and this is a removable independent power source. You can buy several of these. There are bigger ones, smaller ones, rounder ones, and you can charge this independently. You can take an extra one with you to work and swap it out and all that good stuff. And that was the Disruptor's thing. This latest version has the Atheon chip, which is the board that is in the Coolfire 4 Plus, the latest versions of the Coolfire 4. So it can now do stainless steel, nickel and titanium temperature modes. It can now go up to 75 watts as well. And the screen is now on the side as opposed to being on the front like the original. So it has quite a different look to it. It's much more curved as well, but I'll show you that all up close. So it's the Disruptor. It still has the Innokin cell situation going on, but it can now go up to 75 watts and now has 3 TC modes. So let's go down low. I'll show you it up close, show you all that stuff. I'll give you a sneak peek of the Axiom sub-ohm clearomizer from Innokin as well, and then we'll come back up top for some pros and some cons. Yes. Okay guys, here we are with the Innokin Disruptor TC75, the latest version of the Disruptor. This is the latest sub-ohm tank from Innokin, the Axiom. The Axiom, take a little peek at that. We'll be reviewing that shortly. But we'll put that to one side for now because it's not about that. So it's about this Disruptor. So I don't like to dwell on packaging. I'll very quickly go through this. Just have a sip of coffee. Okay, so here we go. This it comes in 2 packages. You can buy them together as a kit, or you can just individually sort yourself out. This is the battery. This is the battery box, 2000 mAh, 20 amp inner cell, and that's that. And so you just get the battery in there. Obviously, for those that don't know, the Disruptor is a separate cell thing. Here is the TC75 Disruptor packaging. It's got your authentication jobby there, scratch and sniff should you need that. The box, literally, there's the specs if you want to just dwell on that. The box, literally just the mod and a manual inside. So that is that. The other thing to know, Innokin have got a new logo. That is it. Very clean and slick. And this mod features the Atheon board that is in the latest Coolfire mods. So that is that. Okay, so obviously, for those that don't know, the main thing about the Disruptor is the fact that the batteries are removable. This means that you can get bigger ones. There are bigger ones available of this, and all that good stuff. Also, your previous Disruptor batteries are compatible with this mod, so don't throw them away. You can still use them if you get this new one, which is really good. You can charge this independently. You can unplug it and stick another one in halfway through the day. It gives you a bit of flexibility and a bit of safety, which is good. It's a good thing. To put it back on, just slide it back on like that and push when you get to the end. You know it's worked because it comes out, the screen goes on and stuff. Okay, so tour of the mod. On this side it's very clean, it just very lightly says Innokin Disruptor TC75. On this side the screen was on the fire button side on the version 1 of the Disruptor. It's now very clean on the fire side. The business end is this end here, with the screen, your up down buttons, and really heavily worded Innokin sell jobby. I don't know if it needs to be so big and garish, but there you go. You've got your charge port on the back as well. You've got your 510, which is now spring loaded, I'm pleased to say. Very, very good indeed. The fire button's nice and clicky and all that stuff. Turning it on, Innokin Technology, old logo for some reason. Basically from here, if you screw a tank on, it will present you with your options, wattage, stainless steel, titanium, nickel. We're going to go with wattage. And from this point here, if you still want to change the temperature, if you still want to change what mode you're in, you can go plus and fire. And it flicks around. What are we in there? Stainless steel. If you're in a power mode, a temperature mode, sorry, and you want to change the ramp up, you can press minus and fire, and then you get onto the ramp up bit, and you can change your ramp up there as well. So let's scroll around till we get back to wattage. There we go. If you press plus and minus together, tricky on camera, but if we do that, it shows you how many push you've done since you put the battery in, and you can flip the screen that way as well. It tells you the current output of the battery and all that stuff. 1, 2, 3, turns it off. 1, 2, 3, back on. And that is the Disruptor in a nutshell. It's effectively the Disruptor technology combined with the Coolfire, the latest Coolfire 4 Plus technology to make one mod. Obviously the batteries will be in a range of colours, as will the mod, which I know some people really liked about the Disruptor, so don't worry about the fact that mine's all black. We'll go back up top, we'll talk pros and the cons. Okay guys, that was the Disruptor TC75 up close. A few things to point out: these cells come in a range of colours, so don't be looking at mine and thinking that's a bit boring looking. You can jazz it up with your different colours of battery. Also the mod section, I think there's a stainless steel version of the mod version, or certainly a metally finished one. So looks are a thing. So yeah, so in terms of positive and negatives, let's just get straight down to it, because we're already familiar with the board. The board is slamming. I think it is, aside from Evolve, I would say it's as good as TC can be right now. Innokin are smashing temperature control. You can adjust the ramp up. It knows exactly what it's doing. You don't get dry hits, which is the point of temperature control. And it works. The temperature control genuinely works very well. I've only tested it with stainless steel, but that is the only temperature wire I fuck with. So deal with it. But I'm sure it works perfectly with the nickel and titanium. I'm absolutely positive, because it did with the Coolfire, and it's the same board. So that is that. In terms of negatives, let's just get straight down to it with negatives. Okay, here we go. I would have liked to have seen a completely different redesign that took into account the fact that a lot of mods now are bigger than 22mm. Innokin still seem to be on this 22mm hype. Anything bigger than a 22mm on here, you wouldn't be able to remove the battery without removing the tank, and it would come over the side. I like 22mm atomizers. I'm more than happy with 22mm atomizers, but the fact is the market is changing, it's evolving, and a lot of people want bigger tanks, and a bigger tank is just going to look silly and not work fully on this mod, because you're not going to be able to get the battery off, which is one of the points of this mod. So for me, I think Innokin should perhaps have a look at that. Maybe not with this one, this one's done and dusted, but on the next mod, maybe look at the facts. You know, bigger tanks exist now. In terms of what else is a negative? I've got to say, in general use, I'm really enjoying this. Had this since Monday, and I've been using it full blast. I really like the cell thing. With the original disruptor, I was very on the fence about whether I was asked about or bothered about the battery thing. But I actually think it's really great. I actually think I'm going to be on the lookout for a bigger cell. I'm up for a bigger cell. I think that would be good for me. The extra battery life would be excellent in my opinion. And then I can use this one as a backup. And you can instantly change the look of the mod by buying a different Innokin cell, so I do like that as well. Another massive step forward, something that I've been talking about a lot on the channel. It now has a fully spring-loaded 510, which I'm very pleased about. Atties go straight down flush on this, which is great, and I'm really pleased with that. I really like the ergonomics of this mod. I like the way it feels in the hand. The curve is just nice. The fire button is the only thing on this side, so you always hit the fire button straight away. Nice and clicky, is nice firm press to it, but it's long, so you never miss it. You know, it's in the right place. It feels really comfy either way round. So I'm enjoying that. The battery life of these Innokin cells, I'm not sure what's going on inside these. I'm sure there's a video somewhere on YouTube explaining. I'm assuming it's some sort of lipo inside. The battery life's phenomenal. 2000 mAh feels way better than a single 18650. I've been vaping this non-stop. I've been vaping this non-stop for 3 days. I've charged it once, and it's halfway. It's the battery life is very, very good. Just like the 100-watt TC Coolfire 4s with the 3300 mAh lipos in. The battery life on those is excellent, and it seems to be replicated here, so that's a real positive. The screen's nice and bright, nice and clear. The menu system's very easy to navigate. No problem at all. With that at all. It hits the power it says it's hitting. No problems there at all either. Overall, I think it's a really solid mod. It's a definite upgrade to the original disruptor, and I really like the Innokin cell idea. Now it is in a mod that's capable of doing what I want it to do. So I'm really pleased with it. I really like this. I really like this mod. I think it's really good. The Atheon chip, as I've said before, is rock solid. So any mod with it, as long as it doesn't have any glaring errors, I'm going to be cool with. I really like this Innokin Disruptor TC75. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.